Hi, I'm Dr. James Mark. I'm with one of my dogs, Max. Did you know that your pet could be a biblical prescription? Right, Max? Did you realize that? Well, Max is going to go away right now, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how pets can be biblical prescriptions. Wow, you might say, something I take that's not a pill, don't have a lot of side effects. Let's explain how that works. But first, I want to lead you to a biblical prescription. That's in Job. You wouldn't think about Job talking about pets, but here's a text, Job's 12 verses 7. But now ask the beasts, and they will teach you. You know, Max teaches me some things. And the birds of the air, and they will tell you. Verse 8, or speak to the earth, and it will teach you. And the fish of the sea will explain it to you. Animals, pets, they're important to God. God created them. Pets aren't there just to just be there. They help us in many ways. And one way they help us is to improve our physiology. So pets can help us quite a bit in life. And many of those out there have pets. And if you have a pet, I want to invite you to write a comment below and tell us how your pet helps you. If you want to send a picture of your pet, that's great, because pets literally are prescriptions that God has given us to make our life better. And a pet, a dog, a cat, a fish, a lizard, whatever your pet might be, it's a holistic prescription because it changes lots of chemical pathways. And there's also been quite a bit of research about how pets help you. A lot of the data comes from Frontline Psychology in 2012. And this is a large article that goes through almost all of the studies that deal with pets. And one of the things that they noted that pets can help in many ways. Let me go through some of the ways that pets can help our physiology. When we have a pet, we tend to move more. We go outside. We tend to exercise. Just that process in itself tends to lower blood pressure, increases our oxygen, gives us the ability to have chemicals in our body which cause antioxidation to go on. So just the fact of having a pet and moving with it, that movement with the pet helps our physiology. It might get us outdoors to walk that pet, which helps us in the sunshine and breathing and vitamin D. We do know that pets help us in socialization. When we're outside, we tend to do more with others. We talk to people. I took my pets the other day and they were walking and everyone goes, "Oh, how cute are the puppies?" They're not really puppies, but everyone seems to bond. They're like icebreakers. You see a pet, you talk to somebody, you want to share with them. Pets help also when we're down, depressed. They give us unconditional love. They don't usually talk back to us. They're there just to be with us, to love us. I can't tell how many people that have lost a spouse or a loved one that they start to feel better when they have a pet to care for. You know, we were made to love and care for creation. When we have a pet, we have something else to care for, something else to love, and those pets actually love us back. One of the things that this article also talked about is the fact that when we have pets, we increase a chemical in our body called oxytocin. That's a feel-good chemical that helps many chemical reactions in our body. So those are some good things that happen when we have pets. Another study that I want to refer to comes from nature.com. This was a Swedish study that showed that pets decrease, those people that have pets have less risk of having cardiovascular disease. So they compared those with pets, those without pets. Those with pets, less heart attacks, less high blood pressure, did better from cardiovascular disease. So that's another good reason to have pets from all of the different reactions I talked about above. Now, another study in the Microbiome Journal shows that when we have pets, especially when we're young, that changes the microbiome, the flora in our body, because we pick up chemicals from the pet that actually change the species of bacteria in our gut. and it changes it for the good. So those are some things that can help us with pets. So this is a biblical prescription that you might not realize, but your pet can change your physiology. Your pet might be a prescription to lower your risk of having a heart attack. Your pet might be a prescription to take you out of depression. Your pet might be a prescription to teach you how to love and know how to interact with man a little bit better. Let me tell you a story real quick about a pet. So me and my wife, I'm trying to get my wife really loving my dogs as much as I do. It's been a biblical prescription for me for years. When I get home, have a lot of anxiety, feel like everyone's kicking me in the teeth, I run to the house. My dogs always come with me. They usually sleep in a chair. They usually stay with me pretty much till I go to bed. No matter what I do, I'm their hero. I love them. They love me. Well, my wife is beginning, now that we're empty nesters, she's beginning to like the dogs a little bit more. And she's beginning to understand this biblical prescription of how pets improve the physiology. Well, we recently watched a movie, and this was a movie about a dog. Let me tell you about this dog. I think it was named not Hibachi or Hirachi or something like that. I do remember who was in the movie that my wife really appreciated. That was Richard Gere. He was in that movie along with the dog. I appreciated the dog the most. Well, this dog, and this was from a true story, this dog originally was from Japan, and his owner passed away at a young age. And every day, this dog would meet the owner at a train station. So after the owner died, this dog had such strong feelings for the owner that for 9 straight years, he went every single day and waited for that owner to come off the train. And the people in that area respected that dog and learned to love that dog so much that they cared for that dog. What is my point? Well, after we watched that movie, it moved our hearts so much. There was actually tears in my eyes about this animal and how much love can be shown on both directions for animals. So we don't necessarily have to have an animal in our hands, but we can appreciate the value of animals and our pets and have some of the same physiologic benefits. So if you want to have a pet, just think of that pet as changing your physiology for the good. Your pet can actually be a biblical prescription. Remember our text, but now ask the beasts and they will teach you. Well, my beasts have taught me. They taught me about love. They taught me about how to care for other people. They've changed my chemistry. They've lowered my blood pressure, brought my oxytocin levels up. And the birds of the air, and they will tell you, well, I listen to the birds now, and I listen to them, and I hear them, and I appreciate that. And I think that does my physiology some good. But I just wanted to share with you that biblical prescription. Value pets. Realize they can change your life. I want to thank you for joining me today. And as you know, we're trying to build a community where we support, love each other, focus on the big picture in this world. And that big picture is Jesus. He's come to heal us eternally. He's also given us biblical prescriptions, whether that be pets or many others, that can help make our life better, that can help make us feel happier, that make us feel closer to Him. If you appreciate what we're doing here at Biblical Prescriptions for Life, I want you to sign up, click like, share this with your friends and neighbors, and I will be back soon with another Biblical Prescription for Life.